All right, I think we'll start to kick off here as we have some other folks joining. But we have a pretty full schedule today, so we don't want to waste too much time. Um, in case any of you are looking down at the bottom, we do not actually have 68 slides to go through. It is much shorter than that, but we do have a lot of content, and we want to be respectful of your time. Just a few quick housekeeping items. We are recording the webinar today. As you can see, the recording has started. We will be sharing that via email, or at least a link to the recording at the end. We will also share a copy of the presentation. There will be a quick survey at the end, and we would really encourage you to give us some feedback on the content for today. Additionally, we will have Q&A scheduled at the end, but we will be taking questions throughout the entire presentation. If you would put them in the chat, that would be great. If we can address them in real time, we will. If they deserve a longer answer, we can either do that at the end if we have enough time, or we will follow up in writing after today's event. I will let you know that the reactions are turned on. So if you have any reactions that you'd like to post, feel free. And please use the chat if you're having any technical difficulties. We have a couple videos throughout. We've tested everything and it's working. But just in case you can't hear or see anything, please let us know and we'll attempt to remedy that. First of all, just doing a quick introductions. My name is Craig Shanik. I'm the Vice President of North America for AlfaPeople. Very excited about the content we'll be sharing today. I have two great presenters that are joining me today. Felipe, I'll turn it over to you to introduce yourself.
Thank you, Craig. So I am a technical solution architect here at AlfaPeople. I am responsible today for the global AI initiative that we have here. And also for a contact center and other Dynamics 365 customer engagement systems. So that's me. Thank you very much. I pass the ball to Vanessa Palomo to introduce.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Felipe. My name is Vanessa Palomo. I'm one of the senior solution engineers at Microsoft. My focus is on customer service, contact center, and the pieces of the Power Platform where they intersect. Have the pleasure today to present with the AlfaPeople team, and we're very excited to walk through what Contact Center can bring to you and your organization. Greg?
Thank you, Vanessa, Felipe. Appreciate your time and expertise today. Just very, very briefly, everyone knows who Microsoft is, but you may not know who AlfaPeople are. So we're a 16-year inner circle partner with Microsoft. We're focused pretty much exclusively on the dynamic space. That obviously includes Copilot and Contact Center, the pieces we'll be really talking about today. We have a presence in over 18 countries. So we have about 450 experts all over the world doing these type of projects today. So we want to jump in to kind of the overall state of customer service today. And we're going to be looking at customer service kind of through the lens of the contact center specifically. And this slide's a little bit tongue-in-cheek, but customer service feels worse today, at least to me. And I don't think I'm alone, and this isn't just anecdotal evidence. According to Forrester's CX Index, customer experience quality in the United States has been declining for several consecutive years now. And it is actually sitting at one of the lowest points in over a decade. And at the same time, we're experiencing this trend downward. Forrester is also reporting that customers are less forgiving than ever, and a single poor experience can permanently change how they view a brand. And some of the solutions that have been kind of pioneered in this space, some of the initial IVRs, some of the chatbots that were created kind of to alleviate some of this stress, are now sitting at one of the top pain points and becoming more of a problem than the problems they were intended to solve. And as we see this kind of problem iterate over the last several years, according to Forrester, it ends up becoming a growth risk. It's not just a retention risk or anything along those lines, but it actually becomes a growth risk. When customer service breaks down, this growth begins to erode, and it's not all at once. It's not a large event, but gradually and slowly, customers begin to leave, trust starts to erode, and then the market share slips. And as I said, none of this happens overnight, and that's what really makes it so dangerous. And we can really see why customer service systems create such a disjointed experience for our customers. And we know it's not a lack of effort. We know that our agents are overworked, and they're working their absolute best to fulfill all these customer needs. But the contact center itself is held together by fragmented tools. There's inconsistent workflows, and there's an operational complexity resulting here that's just grown over time. And despite how well-trained and how eager the customer service agents are, at the end of the day, great people plus a bad system will equal bad service over time. Now, I want to stress this is technology is a component, but it's not the only component of what we're talking about here. But it is absolutely a major component when we have some of these fragmented channels, some of the overwhelmed agents that are checking multiple tools and inboxes. Things just become more and more difficult for them to provide the level of service that we're looking for. And we've seen why it's disjointed through the architecture, through the systems, but at the end of the day, this is how it feels to a customer. And I had mentioned earlier, customer service feels worse, and this is why. Customers don't view the channels, they don't experience workloads, they don't experience routing logic. What they experience and what they feel is being passed around. What they feel is them repeating themselves, giving the same information to agent after agent in an attempt to remedy their problem. I heard a comedian describe this once as everybody understands, but nobody can help. And that's a frustrating situation for people. And at the end of the day, customers are just giving up. And it's at the end of the day, it's the orchestration of all of these systems that fundamentally needs to change. And this is what we're going to engage in now is how do we move this from the complex interactions and situations that we were looking at previously. And what if this is the turning point? What if it can be simple again? What if the entire experience from the customer perspective actually worked? Customers can choose which channels they wish to engage in. That doesn't change in any way, but what changes is how they're interacted with at that first touch point. And IVR and chat and AI as a first touch point is now a guide and not a barrier. When intent and sentiment and context are understood early, and it can route to the human when that interaction is necessary with full context of what has come before, then we're in a situation where this experience feels totally different to a customer, and it moves from being a potential detriment to this is the way that we're going to earn a customer for life. So I'm going to turn it over to Felipe now, and he's going to talk a little bit about how do we get to the end state and how do we deal with some of the challenges that we've presented up to this point.
Thank you very much, Craig, for your awesome presentation. And now let's talk about some changes that we have seen recently in the customer service market. And first of all, you might have heard about bots and you know now about agents, but what really are them? What are the differences between them? But well, in truth, when we are talking about a bot, and you're probably being answered by a bot already, and you know that a bot, you have to press 1 to talk with finance and press 2 to talk with sales, and this is very boring. And when your problem is on your 10th tentative, that's not only boring, that is, well, you give up. You give up of these because it's just too hard to reach the right person or to find someone that can really answer your problem. And this is a bot. That's what a bot can do. It needs to follow a restricted flow and it not understand you. You cannot talk with these bot for it to really rationalize and understand what you're saying. But as an agent, it's something completely different. It's something that AI is now very involved. Because an agent is not just something that, do a specific workflow behind the scene, but an agent is also something that, you can talk freely and it can rationalize, understand, and directly you to the right flow without having you to pass through a large and boring menu. So bots leaves us frustrated. You probably already felt frustrated when you were talking with a bot. But an agent, no, an agent, it's goal driven. So you could have multiple agents that they can be interconnected, but they can understand you and then can execute workflows. Not a matter of understand you, but they can execute something very specific on in your business scenario. And also it have memory context. Imagine that you call once about the problem and now you need to talk twice about the same problem. No, if you are talking with an agent, but yes, if you're talking with a bot. So agents makes us satisfied. Everybody likes to talk with ChatGPT, but almost nobody likes to talk with the IVRs that we have today that are mainly bots. And today, thankfully for the Microsoft Contact Center and the brilliant AI that they have, we now can have agents in our IVRs. So before we had a very complex architecture, even if we want to deploy a bot, we need PBX, we need to configure our IVR platform, we might need a data center to store everything, we need also a separate CRM, and then we start to create silos in our own infrastructure, silos of data, silos of infrastructure. But now with Dynamics Contact Center and the AI features from Microsoft, it's possible to have everything in just one place, one integrated, seamless place. And you can even interconnect it with Microsoft Teams and Azure Telephony. We will see some of these brand new features in the next slides also. And why choose Microsoft? You probably are already used to work with Microsoft. We are talking here in the Microsoft Teams, a brilliant feature and application. But Microsoft already, it's familiar for you. You already use Microsoft Word and Microsoft Excel, and now using a Power Platform and Dynamics Contact Center and also Copilot embedded to it all, it's something that you already know. You know how to do it. You know how to use it. You know how to create customized low-code applications with it. And also Microsoft, it's the place where you host your security. You already use Entra ID probably, and on this you already have your policies and everything regarding AI. It's already protected in your specific security scenario. Even if you have customized things in Entra ID, everything inside the contact center and Copilot infrastructure will be also below your security. And about the Copilot ecosystem, that is a brilliant ecosystem where you can use many of our LLMs that we have today. So today we are using OpenAI as an LLM, that's good. But if tomorrow you want to use Grok or something else, there's no problem. If you want to use Gemini, there's no problem. You can connect these with Copilot and use. And even if tomorrow Gemini got a brand new feature that is not present in OpenAI or is not present in Copilot native yet, you can use these all in one familiar ecosystem. That this is the Copilot ecosystem. This is the powerful ecosystem of AI that we have today in the market. So Microsoft believes enterprise-grade reliability, governance, and also smooth integration with Microsoft 365 for years. This is the only and most powerful ecosystem that we have regarding IT and, of course, AI. And we can say that 2026 is the year of the contact center because Microsoft have already created agents that are ready to use. We will see some of these agents. Some examples are written right now for us. So customer intent agent, the case management agent, also the quality evaluation agent. These are very nice agents. We will see a demonstration of these in just a moment, but it's important for you to understand that Microsoft is creating more and more agents for us to use with the platforms that we already use, like Dynamics and other ones. And even if you do not use some of the already Dynamics application or created Dynamics applications, you can create your own agents using Copilot Studio within your own scenario. And even if you are not using the Microsoft ecosystem right now, you're using another one, Copilot Studio can connect to them all. So this is a very powerful, and we see that AI will, well, in 2026 have a very great impact in all of the business, of course, and Microsoft is ready for this. Now let's start talking about some of the top features that we've seen that it's already launched, like briefly in the past 2 or 3 months. But let's focus on the best ones. We just got here what is best, what we think that is the best features top for 2026. So first of all, what I want to show you, it's a bot that it's created based on Copilot Studio and an LLM. So this is where you can reach. So while you see these agent talking, remember, this is not a common bot. It have LLM. It have been developed to understand our needs. And you see how interesting, how fascinating it is, how an agent can really solve difficult problems and act in each one of them. Let's see.
Good morning, Felipe. It's great to hear from you again.
Hi, good morning. I'm calling because I'd like to schedule the first maintenance service for my electric car.
I see you're calling about your electric car. I'll be happy to schedule your first maintenance. Before we continue, how are you doing today?
Oh, hey, yes, I'm doing really well today. Thanks for asking. Yeah, the car has been fantastic so far. Really smooth ride. I just want to stay on top of the recommended maintenance.
I'm glad to hear you're doing well. That's always good news. And that's great to hear about the car, too. I love that it's been a smooth ride for you. Staying on top of the recommended maintenance is a smart move, and I'll make sure this is quick and easy.
Next Tuesday morning would be perfect. Do you have availability around 9 a.m.?
Let me check next Tuesday at 9 a.m. for you. All right, I do have a slot available at 9 a.m. next Tuesday for your first maintenance service. Would you like me to book that time for you?
Great, that works for me.
Perfect. I've gone ahead and booked your appointment for next Tuesday at 9 a.m. I'm now creating your service case in our system so the team is fully prepared when you arrive.
By the way, I'm really enjoying the experience with you guys so far. The team has always treated me super well, and honestly, this new electric model has been better than I expected.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Felipe. It really means a lot to us that you feel well taken care of and that you're enjoying the new electric model. I'll add your feedback to your file so the team knows they're doing a great job.
My home wall box is under maintenance this week. Would it be possible to use the charging station at your workshop when I come in?
Absolutely. That's no problem at all. Our workshop wall box will be available for you during your visit. I'll reserve a charging slot for the time of your appointment so you can plug in as soon as you arrive.
That would be amazing. Seriously, I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. When you get here, just let the team know you'd like to use the charger and we'll take care of everything for you.
And a coffee while I wait?
While your car is charging and being serviced, we'd be delighted to offer you a coffee in our lounge. You can sit back, relax, and we'll handle the rest.
I mean, that sounds perfect. Thank you so much for the help today. You've made this really easy.
I'm really happy to hear that, Felipe. Helping you and making things easy is exactly what I'm here for. I've saved all the details in your case, and you'll receive a confirmation for your appointment shortly. We look forward to seeing you on Tuesday at 9 a.m. Have a wonderful day, and thank you again for choosing us to take care of your car.
All right, see you Tuesday then. Have a great day.
As you can see, it's pretty impressive, right? An agent powered with LLM that can understand the intentions, and more than that, it can act. So it can even call for another agent if needed. So that's a very good experience. This is how we should start to modernize our customer services. And of course, Microsoft and us are ready to do that for you. Now we are going to see how Teams phone system works. That's another very nice feature. The idea here is that you can attend to your calls on Microsoft Teams using also Contact Center and in one integrated application. Let's see how this works.
Using Teams Phone with Dynamics 365 Contact Center reduces management costs, improves performance, and drives business agility. Let's walk through the process of configuring the integrated solution. I'm a contact center administrator using the Copilot Service Admin Center. I navigate to enable voice as a channel. And note the Dynamics ID. I then acquire a phone number in the Teams Admin Center, which I associate with Dynamics using PowerShell. The phone number is now ready to be configured. I go back to the Copilot Service Admin Center and assign the Teams phone number to Dynamics Voice Agent and enable escalations. Service reps can now receive calls from customers through the Teams phone number. Teams Phone with Dynamics 365 Contact Center. Simplify operations with unified calling across your organization.
So no more need to attending the calls everywhere. Now you have one place, it's Microsoft Teams, that you can use as your soft phone and talk with everybody through it. You can make external calls with no problem. Now let's talk about a new interesting feature, that's Dynamics Contact Center. Of course, we have a brand vision of everything in Contact Center, and take a look, specifically when we are talking about the agents, because in the next slides, we're going to dig deeper on these agents that we will see here. Let's see.
Claudia, a Contoso customer, interacts with the company's AI-powered chatbot to learn about coffee flavors. Using generative responses, the chatbot engages Claudia in a human-like conversation. The chatbot lists the available flavors and recommends Robusta. Claudia is pleased that Contoso offers fast service. The chatbot is not her only option. She can also engage with Contoso through voice, IVR, and a variety of digital channels. A month later, Claudia has a question about the return policy. She requests an exception since the return window has already passed. The chatbot escalates the case. The AI-based unified routing assigns her to the best-suited service agent. Rico, a Contoso service agent, accepts the incoming conversation request from Claudia. The auto-generated summary helps him get up to speed quickly. In his workspace, Rico receives a 360-degree view of Claudia, including her customer history, the current interaction, and her profile. He also has access to several other Contoso tools that help speed up resolution. Rico uses quick responses. He selects the suggested answer provided by Contoso. It offers a personalized response. He can check the source, make edits, and send it to Claudia. Rico invites Claudia to join a Microsoft Teams call so he can visually inspect the machine and take notes. This allows an exception to be made in the future. He now sees that the customer sentiment has become positive. He uses the conversation summary to wrap up and save time. He can also respond to emails faster using copilots that generate charts and resolve cases quickly with case summaries and time-saving details. Autonomous agents further improve service efficiency. The customer intent agent continuously identifies customer sentiment from past and current conversations, maps issues to the intent library, and accelerates service through dynamically triggered questions. The Customer Knowledge Content Agent uncovers insights, drafts new knowledge articles or updates existing ones, and publishes them with supervisor oversight, ensuring content is always up to date. The Case Content Agent automatically creates and updates case information and suggests follow-up actions, saving valuable time for service teams. The Customer Service Manager, Renee, uses powerful AI insights to optimize operations. She reviews historical analytics, omni-channel engagement, and key customer service KPIs. She can also visualize individual agent performance and trending service topics, helping her drive efficiency. Microsoft Dynamics 365 Customer Service transforms the service experience using generative AI.
So as you could see, AI is more and more into the applications that we are currently using. And contact center have AI in everything, but also all the other customer engagement applications now have Copilot. And we are going to talk now about the 4 agents that we have that are autonomous agents inside the customer engagement applications. You're going to see that these agents are autonomous, totally autonomous, and also they provide very, very nice insights about specific scenarios in the business. Let's see how they work.
Service agents for Dynamics 365 help reduce the manual burden on service reps, enable evergreen self-service and assisted service, and strengthen customer experiences. Let's see the case management, customer intent, customer knowledge management, and quality evaluation agents in action. I'm a senior service rep, and I've just received an escalation for a new issue. Instead of having to manually create a case, I see the case management agent has already generated one. It identified relevant case details based on the customer's history and the transcript to auto-populate the appropriate fields. With Copilot, I'm also provided a summary and other information to help quickly get me up to speed. Meanwhile, while I work, the customer intent agent is continuously learning from me and our other service reps how to identify and resolve this and other complex customer issues as they arise. It discovers new intents from customer conversations across channels by analyzing case notes, transcripts, and summaries, mapping issues to corresponding resolutions the agent maintains in a library. In parallel, the Customer Knowledge Management Agent helps ensure knowledge articles are kept perpetually current, automatically identifying opportunities to update existing articles or draft new ones based on the discovered insights. The agent autonomously drafts and publishes the content. And since I have oversight, all I have to do is approve the update. Whenever I need a little help diagnosing a customer issue, Copilot will proactively surface prompts fueled by the Customer Intent Agent, as well as the latest guidance harnessed by the Customer Knowledge Management Agent. Though for this case, I'm ready to wrap up. Once I finish the chat with the customer, the Case Management Agent will provide a summary and continue managing any follow-up needed for this and my other open cases. Here, the next day, alerting me to an email from the customer. It's able to autonomously resolve cases, drawing from knowledge content, and even other agents and tools to proactively draft responses. I have the option to review and edit before they're sent. Otherwise, the agent will continue monitoring and autonomously responding as needed until I'm prompted it's time to close the case. Once I confirm, the agent automatically generates wrap-up notes, fills in resolution details, and closes it for me. And to verify we've delivered the right customer experiences, the Quality Evaluation Agent analyzes completed conversations and cases, assessing them at scale against our organization's quality standards. I see we're hitting our targets. Though the agent is alerting me here to a low score, I can drill into the evaluation summary and review proactive suggestions on how to improve with coaching recommendations. In this case, adjusting the empathy and tone and refining processes executed by the self-service agent when resolving the issue going forward. Now, the next time a customer reaches out, our agentic contact center powered by Dynamics 365 is ready, intelligently evolving with the latest intents, up-to-date knowledge content, and essential quality guidance to help resolve issues and build long-term loyalty.
these are very nice features. All these agents have been refined in 2025, and now they are ready to use in 2026 with full power. So you can already use it now in your customer engagement applications. Now I'll pass to Vanessa Palomo to start talking about other nice features that are ready in 2026 and you already can use it. So Vanessa, the floor is yours. Thank you very much for the attention of everyone.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Felipe. So with that, it leads us into the next top feature of 2026 for the contact center, which we believe is workforce management. Microsoft has definitely heard what the customers have been saying to us and letting us know what they need in context for workforce management, and we have listened. We will still be able to connect with third-party workforce managements, such as Verint, Calabrio, and a few others, through a number of the different integrations that we already have, both managed by them and by Microsoft. But in addition to this, we now will be able to offer a first-party offering. We'll be covering that in this video. And if you guys have any questions about this, please let me know. I'll go ahead and click play.
Introducing the latest workforce management features in Dynamics Contact Center, designed to elevate operational efficiency and enhance customer service.
First up is forecasting. This advanced feature analyzes historical data to predict future case and conversation volumes, helping businesses stay ahead of customer demand. By identifying trends and leveraging AI-driven insights, it enables businesses to anticipate fluctuations in demand, whether for long-term trends or short-term daily fluctuations. With this data, organizations can make informed decisions, ensuring they are always prepared for upcoming customer interactions and able to meet service expectations effectively.
Next is capacity planning, which focuses on managing service representative demand. This feature helps managers understand the number of representatives needed during different times of the day, ensuring optimal staffing levels. By aligning workforce availability with predicted demand, companies can avoid overstaffing or understaffing, leading to better resource utilization.
The shift plan and scheduling feature streamlines the creation of work schedules. With this tool, managers can easily create, adjust, and publish shifts for service representatives. It ensures that shifts are optimized to meet business demands while also considering employee preferences, ultimately improving engagement and productivity.
The Service Rep Calendar feature allows employees to view their schedules, upcoming shifts, and important events all in one place. This transparency empowers representatives to manage their time more effectively, leading to better planning and greater operational efficiency.
Time off requests are simplified with the new feature that allows service representatives to submit requests directly through their calendar. This streamlines the process for both employees and managers, ensuring that leave requests are managed efficiently. It also aids in maintaining optimal staffing levels by allowing for better planning.
Shift bidding and swapping provide flexibility for service representatives, allowing them to bid for shifts or swap them with colleagues. This feature enhances employee engagement by giving them a say in their schedules and helps maintain coverage during unforeseen circumstances.
Finally, adherence tracking is crucial for ensuring that service representatives meet their scheduled commitments. This feature monitors real-time performance against schedules, helping supervisors proactively identify any adherence issues. By tracking adherence, supervisors ensure the right level of staffing is available to meet customer demands effectively.
In summary, with these powerful features in Dynamics Contact Center, you can effectively manage your workforce while maintaining high service levels and optimizing operational efficiency.
So those are just some of the areas that we've continuously been investing in. Our product group does have this workforce engagement management as one of our top priorities in the upcoming fiscal year as well. So for our planning and our product development, this is what we have as of this point. But please, if you guys have any feedback or items that are important to you moving forward, always let both myself and AlfaPeople know, because these are wonderful things that we can bring back to our product group as capabilities and features that our customers need and want out of a solution today. If you guys have any questions about that, please feel free to ask, and we can always dive in a little bit deeper in a different discussion. I'm also going to move into the next feature, which is real-time translation. So here's an example of what this looks like in chat. As of today, you can actually utilize what we call Azure Translation Services directly inside of the contact center. That means that we are able to actively have agents talking to customers or clients in their respective languages. On the left-hand side, you actually see what it looks like for a customer, or excuse me, for the representative. So they'll have the showing of both languages, their primary language, whatever they're signed into in Dynamics, and directly below it, the translation, so that they are able to communicate with people in any language, as long as you guys have those specific languages turned on inside of Dynamics, but allowing for a seamless conversation and allowing you also to expand the reach of your customer service agents, creating and allowing for language not to be a barrier in those engagements. On the right-hand side, you see what the customer experience looks like, flawless and in their respective language. In addition to this, I also have something that is relatively brand new. I do need to at least call it out so that you guys are aware of it. You guys are actually going to see an example of real-time translation in voice. Now, although this is not natively available inside of Dynamics, that is something our product group is actively working on. Thanks to one of my wonderful colleagues at Microsoft, Andrej Lakus, he was actually able to pull in these Azure translation services to actually show what a in-voice translation could look like. So this is actually being done inside of a demo environment. These are what some of our customers have done in the meantime, but pulling in other products within the Microsoft portfolio to change the way that we are thinking about service. So I'll go into that. Please note again that this next feature, I really was excited to show you guys, although it is not a native out-of-the-box capability, this is something that we can do along our wonderful partners like AlfaPeople to bring this type of experience forward to you guys. I'll go ahead and show that as well.
Welcome to Contoso. How can I assist you today?
Bienvenido a Contoso. ¿En qué puedo ayudarle hoy?
Hola, deseo entender el motivo de un cargo en mi factura.
Hi, I want to understand the reason for a charge on my bill.
I can help you with that. Can you provide me
Puedo
the invoice
ayudarte con
number?
eso. ¿Me puede dar el número de factura?
Sí, el número de factura es 3891479.
Yes, the invoice number is 3891479.
One moment, please, while I check your invoice.
Un momento, por favor, mientras reviso tu factura.
So that was just to show some of the capabilities that Microsoft Contact Center, along with some of the other portfolio items, how powerful it can bring and what that experience can be like for your customers. We have a lot of global customers that have their active contact centers based out of the US and other locations, speaking to a group or demographic primarily that has a different language. So this truly is showing the ability to bridge those gaps and those barriers with the use of technology. So we're really excited to show you guys that. And again, this is the cutting edge of everything that Microsoft is continuously investing in and the capabilities that we can bring directly to you and your users. With that, we're going to go into what we consider a simplified administration. We do know that a lot of our customers and teams around the world, they're trying to find solutions that are easier to navigate, both from a use from their agents and customer representative perspective, but also from an administrative point of view. How easy is it to switch things? How easy am I to able to add specific cues or skills to my specific users? And here's a quick overview of how quickly we can do that. Now let's talk about simplified administration. D365 Contact Center comes with the Admin Center. It is the one place where all of your administrators, managers, and supervisors can go to change things within the contact center, add new users, update skills, change capacity profiles, add channels, work streams, and even routing in the back end. Here you'll see we have a number of overviews. We've got a number of different capabilities. We're going to go towards our user management. So if we click here, we can see adding users, enhanced user management skills, skills hub, capacity, role, persona mapping, security role. So there's a number of different features that we're able to do. With our simplified administration, we keep this all in one place so that you and your users are able to quickly learn based on training that is available on aka.ms/learn. There's a number of modules there that are for free for users, or alongside a partner, you're able to go through training so that you become super users or at least comfortable navigating this part of the platform. So as you can see here, I have a number of different agents. I have my agent Enrico, Marcus, my specific agent, and even Renee Lowe. You'll see here that we have different personas. So based on that, we can have someone as an agent, an administrator, a supervisor, and we also see the queues, skills, capacity, and capacity profiles that they are associated to. The queues show the teams or the areas that they are specifically assigned to. The skills show that when things are going through skill-based routing, what this agent has skills so that you are increasing your first-time fix rate, so that you're making sure that your customer CSAT scores and customer satisfaction stays high, and agent productivity, because they are the right person to be navigating specific issues. You'll see the number of different queues that they are associated to. Within the contact center solution, you are able to have either specific agents that are only one channel, or you can have what we call blended agents, which means that they do voice and chat, SMS, digital, a number of different channels of engagement. And again, you also have capacity units. Capacity dictates how many items that one person can be working on. Let's say an email takes about 25% of their time. You can have someone's capacity out of 100 or out of 1,000, depends on what you view. But this capacity is what dictates how many items that they can be handling at once. If a phone call takes 100% of their time, that would be 100% capacity minus 100 at the time they can only handle one call. If they can handle 2 chats, you'd have 50% capacity for each chat, and so on. Now, let's say I need to make edits to this. I'm quickly able to click multiple users and update those user attributes, be it adding skills, changing queues, adding capacity profiles, and I'm quickly able to quick list. Let's say I want to add filters to both of these users. I'm able to add the proficiency, which again would be used when you're doing the work stream, which is how items get routed to certain individuals based on classifications and the work classifications. We're able to dictate either closest match or best match or exact match. So if I need someone to have excellent skills at talking about valves, I'm able to do so. If I just need them to be proficient, that's also the case here. So I'm able to put what these agents are. Let's say that I say that they're both very good at this. When I click that, you'll see that in blue, it shows both of those items. And I can also remove stuff. So if I need to click filters and I say remove from all, you'll see that it gives me the dotted dash. I'm able to quickly save this, and anything you change will be shown up within 15 minutes of this change and go directly into production. Our goal is to give you the capability to learn how to do this and to feel comfortable doing it on your own and being able to implement changes on the back end administratively within 15 minutes. As you can see, it lets you know that it can take anywhere up to 15 minutes. Typically, I see it be much faster, but that's the default of how long something can take. You can also see those personas, and you can also add additional users. So when you click on users, you're able to add different people and then associate them with whatever security role that you require. So I'm going to go ahead and sign into my user. And once I'm there, I'm able to add new users to that, make sure that they have the licenses appropriately, and move on. I'm also going to go down to our work streams. Work streams are how items are getting routed into our specific system. So I'm going to go down to my specific work stream. You're able to add as many phone numbers as you'd like, and that is what's going to dictate how items go through the system. We have a number of different behaviors. You can set different languages, and you can see what phone calls what phone numbers are able to do. Is it the toll-free number? Can I receive and make calls? Is this open for SMS? And go from there. If I were to click edit, we are going to see a number of different behaviors that I'm able to set. notify customers of waiting time? Am I going to do recording and transcriptions? What are the messages that are going to be playing based on different triggers? Am I able to consult with different users internally and externally to my team? Am I going to have post call surveys? Again, a number of different behaviors, and you can also set languages based on that specific call and what expectations to have. Here you'll also add what specific Copilot, if you're going to turn on IVR, is going to be at the front end of all these conversations. You're able to set a Copilot or not. But again, all of these edits and changes are easily accessible. Every time you're going to do something, you'll always see our learn more. So if there's something that you've never done before or it's been a while, you'll have access to the documentation automatically so that you can review that and make sure that you feel comfortable making any changes. And again, as soon as you make any changes here, it would show up within 15 minutes. As I mentioned, you've got those work classifications under the routing rules, route to queues. Again, very quickly, you're able to assign skills, assign categories if you're using SLAs and service level agreements that you need to be counting against, and making sure that if someone is a quote unquote premier or VIP customer, that we're routing them accordingly. And then once you get to those specific qualifications, required skills, required categories, utilizing that to, again, route appropriately. So either based on product name, based on different pieces, sending to the appropriate queue so that we make sure that the right person answers the phone the first time. And again, any of these changes show up within 15 minutes. Our goal here is to always make sure that you have accessibility to the back end of the product. You are able to quickly navigate through that in an easy way, an intuitive way. And if you're not sure, always click on Learn More, because we have the documentation there to help you navigate when someone is not an expert or you've done, again, just a little bit rusty on it. But our goal is to simplify the administration so you feel comfortable changing things in real time as different things happen within your organization. Perfect. So that's a very quick overview of the back end administrative side. And that is going to lead us into what we consider our customer zero story. Microsoft is a company that I know you may or may have never heard this phrase, but we eat our own dog food. In the way that we eat and utilize our own products internally, we are customer zero for the customer service and contact center solution. Today, the service organization deals with over 145 million interactions annually. That means that we have over 73 million calls, 61 million emails, and 11 million chats. All of that is going through our customer service and contact center solutions. We're utilizing the Copilot inside of Dynamics with a number of different results. 12 to 16% reduction in average handle time, 9 to 12% increase in cases and chats managed by support representatives, and then even a 13% decrease in service representatives requiring peer assistance or even escalation. Those are huge numbers to see in an organization at this volume. And again, for our core capabilities, 20% reduction in missed routes because we have our unified routing engine in the background, basing things on sentiment and skill, effort, and then you can even build your own model to show and to move things through your system. And then that 31% fixed first-time fixed call rate, because we are getting items to the right individual to actually solve the issue. Now, Microsoft uses it, and obviously we've been very successful, and we've been able to push this success into other individuals. We're going to see what we call a business value assessment, or a BVI, that goes into the insights that a custom company can actually have from utilizing and deploying customer service. Now, we have two different views, one from a 5 billion enterprise and one from a $100 million revenue view, but we are going to show two kind of views. Now, this is a assessment that can be done via Microsoft in a partnership with AlfaPeople. We're able to do this for you. Now, we can have it done based on just standard industry standards or even your specific financials, which would get you a closer ROI to what you could see. But here's a quick example. These are some of the values that we bring and kind of the tactics and enablers that you would see. But our goals on the pillars are reducing case volume, case effort, improving employee experience, and overall quality outcomes. Now, for a company of 5 billion in annual revenue, that can be anywhere in terms of an ROI or an annual benefit of 5.4 to 7.5 million. You'll see it kind of broken down into pillars of success or pillars of focus: reduction in case volume, reduction in case effort, employee experience. And below, we would call these the enablers or the tactics utilized to achieve these types of benefits, usually over a 5-year period. But again, this is what it could look like, the cost savings and ROI for a 5 billion in revenue organization. And I'll show you another that is for one that's about 100 million in revenue. Again, we can do this type of service in conjunction alongside AlfaPeople for you based on your own financials, so you see where the uplift can be and where those changes in revenue can be for you and your organization. Again, we will give this entire deck as an example for you guys, so we can share this with you. Here's again some of the other metrics that we've seen in a number of different customers after going through these processes with us. Making 25% lower case resolution times with AI-powered support, 66% in that team impact of a reduction in attrition because of an improved agent experience. And last but not least, here are just some of the strengths that we've seen called out for Microsoft as a product by analysts. We're having obviously a very high pace of innovation as we continuously push out. Copilot features are essentially coming out almost weekly at this point. You can always access that on our release planner. But again, we are constantly innovating and trying to push the boundary of what our customers need and how they need to actually have an experience, not only from CRM, but workflows and how they interact with data today. But again, we have a number of different resources and items that have been done through Forrester and the total economic impact of what the product of customer service or contact center can be. And we've seen a number of different customers see an ROI of over 315% with a payback of 6 months. I'm happy to share this report out with you guys if you'd like to read it. So please let me know if that would be helpful. But again, partnering with Microsoft and AlfaPeople can drive amazing results for your organization and how your customers interact with you. Craig, I'm going to pass it back to you.
Thank you so much. We've been dealing with some of the QA in real time in the chat, and I think we're up to date on it. So what I will do now is thank you for spending some time with us today. We were trying to wrap this up in about 45 minutes. I appreciate everybody's patience for an additional 10. We really wanted to walk you through why this is a strategic business conversation to be having this year, some of the new pieces of the technology that are fundamental enablers for moving us forward in this space. And we touched on the end here briefly about helping you to create this business case based on some of the data and metrics that Vanessa just went through. We did move through that relatively quickly, but we can, as Vanessa mentioned, do these assessments for you, either based on industry numbers or for you directly, and help craft a business case based on normative data that Microsoft has uncovered over countless contact centers that have been implemented here, and through normative industry data like in firms like Forrester. So thank you very much for attending today. We really hope that this information was useful. We hope that it sparked some discussions about, hey, what can we do to move our customer service and contact center forward? We'd ask that you'd fill out the survey, and if you are interested in having that BVA type assessment, just add the word contact center into number 8. It's a free form field in the survey field, and we will know to reach out to you and start setting up time where we can perform that business value assessment for you. You will have our contact information. I have my contact information listed in the chat. Please feel free to reach out to myself or anybody on the team at any time. And really thank you once again for your attention today. Thanks, everybody, and I believe we'll close it out here.